Mark your calendars, set your alarms. Hell, put a sticky note on your refrigerator because at the end of this month, hopefully at the end of this month, we are going to be getting Ordeal Call II. At least there's going to be a stream where they're going to be talking about Ordeal Call II. And it's been what, like 8-9 months since the previous Ordeal Call, which means it's been 8 to 9 months since we had like a main story thing, if you're not counting the Samurai Remnant collab event, which apparently is correlated or connected to Ordeal Call and the Lostbelt arcs in general. But if we're not counting that, it has been almost a year since our last main story chapter. And one of the reasons why I'm very excited for this next chapter, and why a lot of people are also excited, is the fact that this chapter is going to take place in Tokyo. And for those of you guys who are not aware, Tokyo is synonymous and infamous in the Nasuverse, in the Fateverse, as being the main setting of Fate Prototype. And if you know me and you've been watching for a while, then you should know I am a huge fan, and that is an understatement if I've ever heard one, a huge fan of Gilgamesh, the King of Heroes. And one of the characters I've been waiting for since the beginning of Fate Grand Order has been Prototype Gilgamesh. And for years, almost since the beginning, we've had a couple of Fate Prototype characters already in the game. From Proto Gil to Proto Arthur a little bit later. And some people may not realize it, but Ozymandias is also a Prototype character. Burnhill, Arash, Paracelsus Hohenheim, Hassan of Serenity. Point is, we have a lot of Fate Prototype characters in Grand Order already who have been around almost since the beginning, like I said. But one of the few characters we're still lacking from Fate Prototype is Proto Gil. And in my opinion, as well as a lot of other people's opinions, what better way, what better setting for him to debut in FGO than in Tokyo for this next Ordeal Call? The same city, the same place, the same area in which his Holy Grail War, his story was in Fate Prototype. And there's a lot that they could do with not just him, but other Fate Prototype characters. For example, Proto Arthur, since the beginning, has been hunting this beast. In a lot of the cutscenes that he's in, he's always talking about he's hunting this beast, he's hunting that beast, whatever. And we still haven't seen it come to fruition. And if you know Fate Prototype, you know who this character is, this character that he's hunting down, presumably. So not only can you debut Proto Gil into Grand Order, but you could finally finish up, or at the very least get started with Proto Arthur's story, which a lot of people have been waiting for. Even last year when Drago was introduced into the game, a lot of people were like, oh, is this the beast that he's been hunting? Apparently not, so his story is still not done yet. So needless to say, this next Ordeal Call, expectations, at least in my opinion, are very high. To be honest, if we could just get Proto Gil, I'll be happy. I don't care if the entire story sucks. I don't care if the chapter is like 2 quests long. I really don't care. If we could just get Proto Gil in the game finally, I'll be a happy man. But let me know, guys, what do you want to see in this upcoming Ordeal Call 2? Do you want to see Proto Gil 2? Do you want to see Proto Arthur finally finish his story? Or are there other Fate Prototype characters you want to see? But we also have to keep in mind that we are probably going to get introduced to a handful of new characters as well. For example, as you could see, Ordeal Call 1's banner is up as a rerun banner right now. At the time of recording this, they have Medusa Saber as well as Durga up as the 5 stars, both of which were introduced in Ordeal Call 1. I actually don't remember if Bhima is also having a raid up. He might, I don't know. And obviously you can see the 4-star servant. Duri is also here. I cannot pronounce his full name, sorry. And I'm actually going to be rolling for Durga because I did roll for her last year when she first came out. And I believe on video I failed greatly, but then off camera I farmed a shit ton of like strengthening quests and interludes, and I ended up getting 1 copy of her. But after all those courts and tickets, I want to go for at least maybe 1 or 2 more copies. So while you're typing your comment, I am going to be rolling a little bit and talking about more in depth of the next upcoming chapter, which, really thinking about it, it's a good possibility it's going to be our only story chapter of the year, because last year obviously we started off with Lostbelt 7, and then a couple months later we got our first Ordeal Call, and then pretty much nothing else main story wise for the rest of the year. And unless they're planning to release another Ordeal Call later this year, with the pace they're going at, of course, you know, for the past almost 3 years, this game has been pretty infamous. Lozengo has been pretty infamous for having dead weeks, sometimes dead months. So I think we need to be prepared for the good possibility that this upcoming chapter, whether it's coming out at the end of this month or maybe sometime next month, because the stream where they're going to be talking about it is on the 20th of this month. There's a good... Oh, damn it. I got excited for a sec. Damn it. Whatever. I think I already have an MP5 too, whatever. Like I said, there's a good possibility this chapter is going to be the only main story chapter we're gonna be getting for this year. So just fair warning to you guys, because I know a lot of people are disgruntled. A lot of players are very demotivated to keep playing the game because of all these dead months and dead weeks, which I understand. I get it, but best prepare mentally right now, because you never know. I mean, we don't even know if there's going to be, at the time of recording this, we don't know if there's going to be a Kalia Boys event for JP right now. They haven't even talked about that. Which is interesting, because if the stream for Ordeal Call II is on the 20th, then we literally, at the time of recording this, we got like 3 weeks between now and then, which is, you know, about as much time as you need to put a Kalia Boys event or a small event of that nature. So hopefully they announce something within the next week or so, because you know, in the past I've been pretty optimistic and pretty lenient when it comes to dead weeks. I'm like, well, you know, I could play the new Final Fantasy VII, I could play Dragon's Dogma when that comes out later, you know, stuff like that. I could always use stuff outside of Fate that's gonna take my time. So like, for the most part, I don't mind dead months, but if we don't have anything for the next 3 weeks, that's gonna be kind of a problem, because we should be expecting a Kalia Boys event, but they haven't said anything. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they have been talking about it at all. The only new stuff that they've insinuated is Ordeal Call II. Like I said, Proto Gil, what's up? Ryder. Oh no. There's nothing worse than a 5-star spook, let me tell you. Maybe getting punched in the dick. Maybe that's... No, 5-star spooks are worse, because at least when you get punched in the dick, you know, depending on how hard you get punched, you're eventually gonna feel better. You get a 5-star spook, you know, there's no feeling better. There really isn't. Damn. Odysseus, okay. Am I still getting spooked by Greek servants carried over from my last set of gacha rolls? Is that what's going on? Alright, Odysseus, you making me a little bit salty. Just a little bit. Actually, a lot bit. If I wanted a 5-star rider, I would have kept going for Andromeda, but... Alright, Odysseus. And Odysseus, you know, he's a good servant, but... obviously not who I'm going for right now. Damn. Yeah, no, that took me out of it, for sure. The only thing that can possibly make me feel better is... one, if I get... oh. God damn it. I don't know why I keep coughing every time I see a gold servant. Man, that's not a good sign. Like I said, the only thing that would probably make me feel better is if I get 2 Durgas and 1 multi, and if they drop Proto Gil in a couple weeks. That's the only 2 things that would make me feel better at this point. But damn, first multi-shot, spook 5-star. That's a way to start it. That's definitely a way to start it. By the way, hopefully you guys have been okay. I know I haven't been uploading or streaming too much lately. I mean, my schedule is always all over the place, but just like the game, there's really nothing for me to stream or you know, upload, I guess, I suppose, for the past couple weeks, and I've been genuinely busy as well. So hopefully you guys' gacha rolls have been fine. I know when I stream and when I upload, if you guys hit the like button, which if you haven't hit it already, what are you doing? You guys know it gives you guys good luck in your gacha rolls. So just letting you know, even if I'm not streaming or if I'm not uploading, you can always find a video that you haven't liked yet and like it, and then you're guaranteed a gold servant in your next multi-shot or whatever. You know, it happens. It happens. Just like right now, right, Durga? Just like right now, right? No? Okay. I'm hoping I won't have to use all my quartz and tickets. By the way, I didn't say this earlier, but this is actually my side account. I still play it. I still leveled up the servants here. There you go. There you go. NP2, baby. NP2. Now, if we could just get one more. Now, if only Odysseus didn't screw me earlier, that'd be great. And by the way, I know in the previous Ordeal Call, we had a huge focus on not only Ronnie from the Fate Extra series, but Sakura herself. with, you know, the huge focus on Kama and Durga slash Kali, who's also a Sakura face if it wasn't obvious. So I'm wondering if the next Ordeal Call will also have a huge focus on what I would call a legacy character, basically a character that's been around for a hot minute, like Sakura. Granted, it's not Sakura herself, but you know, it's Sakura faces. So maybe in the next Ordeal Call, maybe we'll get a big focus on, you know, I was gonna say Rin faces, but Lostbelt 7, not to spoil too much from there. If you don't know the story, it did have somewhat of a focus on a particular Rin face. And then thinking about it, I don't think they would focus on another Saber face, if we're not counting Proto Arthur, who I don't count as a Saber face for obvious reasons. I really don't know what legacy character they could focus on in the next Ordeal Call. But we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, even Medusa got a new form with Medusa Saber in Ordeal Call 1. So, besides Proto Gil, I wonder if we're gonna get a new version of an older character, just like with Medusa and then Medusa Saber. If we're gonna get maybe, I doubt they're gonna do a new Ku, but maybe a new Medea. That would be pretty interesting. A 5-star version of Medea. I feel like Medea is one of those Stay Night characters who kind of got shafted when it comes to FGO. I mean, yeah, she has Medea Lily. That's pretty much all she has going for her. She hasn't had a major appearance in a hot minute, I feel like. Obviously, she only has 2 versions of herself, 3-star and then the 4-star version. And I've been asking for this for a couple years now. Like a summer Medea would, I feel like that would make money. Personally, I think a summer Medea would be cool. A summer Medusa would be cool as well. But again, she just had a Saber version last year. I doubt they're gonna do a summer version of her this year, but who knows? And that's another thing to keep in mind as well. If I use all my funds right now on Durga or in my main account, if I use all my funds, all my quartz tickets on Proto Gil, you never know what they're going to release for this year's summer. So maybe that could be like a follow-up question you guys could answer. Like, who do you guys hope for this year's summer lineup? Obviously, I'm ever since Tiamat was introduced into the game last year, a summer Tiamat is definitely somebody I'm looking forward to if they ever decide to do that. But I would love to see, of course, summer Shuten. I don't think they're going to do that though. I wish they would. Summer Shuten would be amazing. They obviously did the summer timeline last year, so really this year it's a big toss up on who they could do. They could do, I suppose, summer Kukulkan. That'd be interesting. I think that would make a decent amount of money, but I feel like she's too new to get a summer version. It took about like 2.5 years for Morgan to get a summer version, so I don't think they would give Cuckoo one merely a year and some change after she first was introduced in the game. So I don't know. I mean, I'm still hoping for a summer Rishigal. I know she just got a costume last year for Lostbelt 7, but you know, a summer version wouldn't hurt. A lot of people are still asking for that. Like I said, summer Medea, summer Medusa are individuals who I think should have had a summer version. Male summers could be like, I don't know, Summer Ku with his Hawaiian shirt. I think that's still one of the many things that should have just been implemented in the game since the beginning. And yeah, there's a decent amount of characters I'd love to see get a summer version. It still baffles me to this day. Not that I'm thinking that they're gonna do a Gil costume for summer. I mean, they already did one for Castigal, but with Archigil, it just baffles me that Archigil doesn't have a single costume, whether it's his stay night casual outfit or maybe his extra casual outfit with his suit, or maybe even if we're gonna be talking about Fate Extra CCC, right? His AUO cast off. It's just amazing that they haven't implemented any of his costumes from any of the various series he's been part of into the game. But they could fix that with a simple solution. Just give us Proto Gil on Ordeal Call, and I won't bitch and complain about anything for the rest of the year. Literally, the rest of the year could have shit content, and this is gonna be a hot take because people just want content every week now at this point. But if you could just give me Proto Gil, I don't care what you release for the rest of the year. Honestly, I really don't care. And that multi-shot sucked ass. I did get one Durga, so the smart person would stop. I'm gonna keep going. Because I do want at least MP3. I'm pushing my luck. I think I got what 3 of the 4-star, 1 goddamn Odysseus spook, which is what it is. This is gonna be a servant right here, though. Right here, right now. NP3 Durga, how you doing? Never mind. Another one of Bhima, or not Bhima, Duri. Bhima again. I'm not sure if he has a raid up, despite Medusa Saber having a raid up. And a part of me wanted to roll for Medusa Saber. She still has an amazing design. It's just, I really dig Durga's design. Really love her third ascension, especially. Love it. And the artist as well. It's the first time this artist has designed a servant. And I believe they've done a couple of CEs, but this is their first servant. So I just want to show respect, you know. Oh! Well, there you go. You show respect and you get respect back. So, how are you doing, Durga? NP3, how are you doing? All right, so not bad. I use about 180 quartz, I believe, something like that, something along those lines, and about 25, 20 tickets or so. Not bad. Getting 2 Durgas. Could have got 2 Durgas a lot earlier, but unfortunately Odysseus was like, "Nah, fam, I'm gonna fuck you up right now," and I was like, "All right, well, fuck me up then." Although I would let Durga fuck me up, if you know what I mean. So, thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and comment down below. Let me know what you think about my rolls, as well as let me know what do you want to see in this upcoming Ordeal Call II. And if you want to expand upon that, what do you hope to see for summer? What do you hope to see for the rest of the year? We're only out at March, at the beginning of March, so we still have 9 months until the next year. So there's still hopefully enough content for us for the rest of the year with FGO. Again, with these dead weeks and dead months for the past 2 years, I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be the only chapter we're going to get, main story chapter we're going to get this year. But hopefully that's not going to be the case, but we'll see. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one, after you subscribe, of course, to become a supporting character, to be the main character, because without you guys, I'd be the only character that would suck ass. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one now. Bye-bye.